Hi guys, I'm just going to talk you through a few of my favourite shoulder mobility exercises today. So it's just a quick video. Just going to be some exercises that are really good for just keeping the shoulders mobile, for stretching out the chest, pectoral muscles, front of the chest, and also for strengthening the shoulders and just basically getting them functioning properly, getting them moving properly. So the first one we're going to do is just simple shoulder circles, just rolling the shoulders up and around. But then we're going to start to rotate the arms back. So you're drawing your shoulder blades together with your palms opening out and away from the body, and just literally do this a few times. This is almost like a reset button for when we've been standing with our arms folded in front of us, all slumped or rounded, and the shoulders start to come forwards. These muscles start to shorten and tighten up. So if ever you find that you've been doing that and your back just starts to feel a little bit tense, then just rolling the shoulders around and then opening and closing. And you should find that when you've done this for maybe half a minute to a minute, if you let your arms just relax down, they should just hang a little bit more evenly and the chest should feel a bit more open. So it's quite a nice little reset button. So just thinking, open the palms away from you, maybe hold it for a few moments and then just let your arms go heavy. The next two that we're going to do, you can do these lying on the ground if that's more comfortable, or you can do them standing next to a wall. We're going to start with the arms folded across the body, lift the elbow above the head, sweep it around, fold it back across. So if I show you from the side angle, so we lift up, we sweep out, and we fold in. And you're just going to repeat that movement maybe 8 or 10 times on either side, working at a pace that's comfortable for you. So obviously I'm going through this pretty quickly. If you want to slow it right down, then that's absolutely fine. Work at a pace that feels comfortable. But try and feel that you're going around a big range of movement. So you're working as big as you comfortably can. And then you're just going to change sides. So we come up, we sweep out and we fold across, up, out and across. And then when you've done both sides, maybe 8 or 10 times, we're going to do both arms together. So we lift up, we sweep out and we fold in. And just carry on breathing big, just don't hold your breath when you're doing any of these movements. Breathe at your own pace, out and across. So that's quite a nice easy one to do. Your next one that we're going to do is, again, you can do this lying on the ground if that's more comfortable. Otherwise, we open the arms out, so the elbows are shoulder height. We then flex, so the fingers are pointing straight up. Now keep your wrist and your hand in a straight position. We're just going to rotate down, so we point the fingers to the floor, and then we roll back up. So we come down and we rotate. And just look at both sides. You can see on me, my left side's a little bit less mobile than my right side from an old injury. So you often find that one side will be a little bit more uncomfortable, perhaps just a little bit less range there. Just work through whatever you can comfortably do. Again, maybe 8 or 10 reps. And then just let your arms relax. Okay, now we're going to do a couple to just try and take away some of the compression in the shoulder joint. So start by bracing into the belly. We're just going to fold ourselves halfway down. Support yourself on your thighs. And try and extend the back so we're not kind of rounded and slumping. We're just holding onto our abdominals, so it's keeping our spine nice and long. Put a bit of weight into the heels, so you're leaning some of the weight behind you, not into the knees. And just let one arm drop, just let it hang. Now check that you're not leaning. We don't want to tilt the back, we just want to let this arm hang away. All we're going to do is just circle it and wind that circle out. So you're just making it bigger and bigger, using all the space in front of you. But try and feel that the arm's really heavy. You might feel a little bit of clicking and popping as you're doing this. That's fine as long as it's not painful. And then when you've got a good few times working out, come back to centre and just reverse. So we're going to roll around. And again, this one, to me, this one feels lovely. So, you know, I would keep going a little bit longer, maybe going for half a minute to a minute. It takes a bit of getting used to, so to start with, just do as much as you comfortably can. Rolling it around, and then obviously you would change sides, so just let the arm hang, start to circle, making that circle bigger and bigger. Using all the space around you, and then come back to centre and just wind it the other way. Okay, but we're just trying to create a little bit of space in the joints of the shoulder just to take away some of that tension. Really warms you up as well. It's quite intense work doing any shoulder mobility. Arms are pretty heavy. Okay, and then come back to centre and just roll yourself up. Okay, now we're just going to quickly stretch out the chest. So pectoral muscles at the front here, they often get quite short and tight for a lot of us, again, particularly if you're sat at a desk, if you're driving, any position that encourages us to slump and slouch basically. So we want to open this out as much as possible, ideally every day. You know, really, you should be stretching this every single day, particularly those of you that are sat at desks or driving. So I'm just going to show you a simple stretch. There's lots of ways to stretch the chest out, but simply it's just taking the hands into the small of the back, fingers pushing into the tailbone, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together and drop them down. And just try and feel that you've got your neck in a neutral position, so we're not letting the head come forwards. We're trying to relax the tailbone down slightly, lifting the chest, and just hold it and breathe. But feel that your shoulders are moving back and then moving down at the same time. Hold it here. Again, a good 20 seconds at least if you can, if you've got a little bit longer. Hold it for a bit longer. If you're not feeling much of stretching, you can clasp the arms and try pulling them a little bit further up and away from the body. That will just increase the stretch slightly. Just check that your shoulders aren't scrunching up around the neck. Keep them low. Keep your elbows a little bit soft as well if you're here. Okay, and then 2 more to go. So the next shoulder exercise, this is quite intense, quite a bit of a shoulder workout. We're just going to start by bringing the arms and reaching up. Now lift your shoulders up as high as you comfortably can. Yeah, so when you can't go any further, just go another inch. Hold it for a second. We're going to let one shoulder drop, one arm drop rather, but try not to lean. And the other arm we're going to circle. And we're just going to wind that circle out. So you're making it bigger and bigger, but you're keeping that reach on the shoulders. So it's not just a floppy arm. We're trying to really push through this. Making it big. Take it all the way around if you can. And then come back to centre and just circle it the other way. And again, pretty intense, quite a bit of workout for the shoulders. Your arms might start to feel a little bit tired here, but that's fine. So move it around, make it bigger. Okay, and bring it back in. And then when you've gone both ways, just reach a little bit higher and let your arm drop down. Okay, so just changing sides again. So we start by just reaching the fingers up, circle out. Really trying to stretch the fingers right up to the ceiling, and then we're sweeping our arm all the way around the room. We come back to centre, we reverse, making it bigger and bigger. And then when you've gone all the way around both ways, you come back to centre, just lift a little higher and let your arm drop. Give your arms a bit of a shake, they'll probably feel a little bit heavy after that, so just shake them loose. Okay, last one, nice little strengthening exercise. But also good for just checking what range of mobility you've got in the shoulders. So we start again with a flat back, bracing gently into the belly, give your back a little bit of support. Relax the neck, both arms are going to hang down this time. We start by bringing the elbows just to shoulder height. We're then going to pivot them forwards. Now just notice my elbow isn't going higher or lower. Okay, I'm trying to keep my elbow in line with my shoulder as I rotate. I'm then going to stretch my arms forwards, reaching as far away as I can. I'm going to pull back in, I'm going to drop my fingers to the floor, and I'm going to stretch back down. So we lift up, we rotate through the shoulder, we stretch out as far as we can, we pull in, we point to the floor, and we let our arms drop. And we're going to go through this maybe 8 or 10 times, quite slow, trying to keep the pace the same in each part of the movement. I think squeeze up, pivot, stretching forwards, come back and drop. And again, once you get quite strong at that, you can do it with little hand weights, little light weights, or even little bottles of water. So we lift, we rotate, stretch, come back in. Okay, so you're just checking here, again, little tips that we tend to do on. Just try and check that you're not bending the wrist, so we want to keep the wrist and the hand in a straight line as we rotate. Feel that you're pivoting from the shoulder Yes, we're trying to feel the shoulder blades sucking onto our back as we draw the arms up. Stretching out, squeeze the shoulder blades together as we come in and let your arms hang. And again, once you've gone through that a few times, just shake your arms loose, pull the belly in, roll yourself back up. And it's just a nice little sequence that you can go through. You can pick just 2 or 3 of those exercises, or you can do all of them. Just keeps the shoulders healthy, keeps them strong and keeps them supple. Thanks guys.